I call this July 3rd meeting of the Paducah Planning and Zoning Commission to order, and I would ask that you all stand with us as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks very much. And we're pleased to have Cheryl Chino with us here tonight. Would you go ahead and call the roll for us,
Sure.
please?
Mr. Benberry, Mr. Bradford,
Here.
Mr. Morrison,
Here.
Ms. Schramke, Mr. Shadle, Mr. Wade,
Here.
Chair Crecilius.
Here. Thank you. Mr. Wade, you have the minutes motion, please.
Yes, I move that the reading of the minutes for the June 5, 2017 meeting be waived and the minutes of said meeting as prepared by the secretary be approved as written.
Second.
Second by Mr. Morrison. Are there any, I know that there was one correction that was already made, but that was before we actually looked at them, so, or had the opportunity to approve them. Is there anything else? Any other corrections? Anything? Call the roll, please.
Mr. Bradford,
Aye.
Morrison,
Aye.
Wade,
Aye.
Chair Crecilius.
Aye. Mr. Morrison, you have the Joint Sewer Agency and Van Key Properties public hearing.
No. Yep.
Someone. Sorry.
That's all right.
Yes, ma'am, I do. I move that a resolution entitled, "A Resolution Constituting the Final Report of the Paducah Planning Commission on the Proposed Closing of Flornay Street between 1250 and 1408 North 8th Street" be adopted.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bradford. This is a public hearing, and so we welcome anyone who would like to come and speak about the proposal.
This is a section of undeveloped street on Flornay, 27th and 8th over by JSA.
In the picture we've seen, there's grass growing, trees growing. You know,
Yes.
it's never been developed in
Correct.
any way, shape, or
That's
form.
correct.
No, it's unimproved. It's an unimproved street.
There is a water easement, I see, but
That is correct. The other utility companies have signed off on it, but we are establishing the water easement for Paducah Water.
are there any comments? Call the roll, please.
Bradford,
Aye.
Morrison,
Aye.
Wade,
Aye.
Chair Crecilius.
Aye. Mr. Wade, you have the Falconite Real Estate Holdings LLC waiver of subdivision?
Yes. I move that this commission receive and file the application of Falconite Real Estate Holdings LLC for the purpose of the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 3620 James Sanders Boulevard. I further move that the requested approval be given and the compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Morrison.
What we're proposing here is a subdivision of Tract F2 owned by Falconite Real Estate Holdings. It's immediately adjacent to the Sam's Club on James Sanders Boulevard. They've recently constructed a new building on the west half of the property for a new Comcast facility, and now they're wanting to transfer ownership of that particular lot. So we want to create that new lot line and separate the parcels.
And
Have the
that-
comments?
I was going to say, go ahead. That driveway that has been put into the new
The apartments in the back there?
Apartment complex?
Yeah, that was a privately constructed roadway with easements set up across the east end of that property. But that was done prior to this. It's already in place, and we're not affecting that
The
at
city
all.
engineer required that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But that property it services in the county.
But it's a private road,
I
right?
know it's a private,
And is the intent for it to remain private, or will it eventually be,
probably going to remain private. I don't know.
okay, since it services a county? I just was curious.
Yeah, I think I haven't heard, but I don't know of it changing.
Have the staff comments been met on the plat? They had a
Yes, I believe so. That was a while back. But
Yeah,
I
I figured.
believe I've almost
Josh
forgotten
did
what they
not-
were.
Josh did not indicate that there were any comments to be
Okay.
addressed here.
Thank you.
Are there any other comments or questions? Call the roll, please.
Bradford?
Aye.
Morrison?
Aye.
Wade?
Aye.
Chair Casilius?
Aye. Mr. Morrison, you have the Ashley White certificate of site approval.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Ashley White for approval of signage located at 701 Washington Street.
Second?
Second by Wade. We have the photos in front of us of that building and the proposed sign, as well as the window signage, which is actually just very tiny. It's not like the entire window. See?
Oh,
Here, and here.
I didn't get to show
you.
Oh,
Don't have that
Boy,
one. Third one?
oh,
There
there's
you
a
go.
third. Oh,
There you
okay.
are. I know we've dealt with when there was a full window covering, but this is not like that. This is just very small text that's in the base of the window. Is there anyone here representing Mr. White? I was just going to ask what that percentage was, but it's so tiny. They missed it, obviously. It's so small. So. And I know that the sign that's proposed is actually slightly larger than what normally would go in that area. However, they're recommending that we change the size of those signs, I believe.
To comply with Reed versus Gilbert.
Right.
It looks very appropriate. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it didn't strike me as being too big. I mean, you know, a huge sign, anything like that. It's quite small. Anyone have any comments? Anything? Call the roll, please.
Bradford?
Aye.
Morrison?
aye.
Wade?
Aye.
Chair Casilius?
Aye. Mr. Bradford, you have Baptist Health Paducah, the campus sign request, please.
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Baptist Health Paducah for the approval of campus signage to be located at 2501 Kentucky Avenue pursuant to section 126-76B Paducah zoning ordinance. I further move that this commission find that the signs will not have a negative impact on vehicular traffic or adjacent neighbors, and that the planning commission has the approval authority for the campus signs to be located at 2501 Kentucky Avenue. I further move that the application be approved.
Second.
Second by Morrison, thank you.
It was in deep study.
Yes.
Sorry. Just trying to figure out where, that's what I was trying to figure out where.
The sign, one of the signs is, two of the signs actually are already there, but they're not on Kentucky Avenue. They're the ones on Broadway.
We're trying to actually locate the sign
On the map where it is. I wondered about that too, because when I drove by on my way down here, I saw this sign that's actually already there, and it's actually in the curve, but it's not on Kentucky Avenue, it's on Broadway. Now maybe they're listing the Kentucky Avenue address as the address of the hospital,
That is
which is
the hospital
probably
address.
what that is. But these signs are actually on Broadway.
But they certainly fit in with
They do.
the tenor of all the other
They
signage
do.
that we have approved. for the-
They do. I don't, I don't have any problems with them at all. In fact, they're really quite nice. Do you want me to show you where the sign is? Do you know where the sign is?
I'm good.
We're all right. Yeah, I'm fine.
Comments? Call the roll, please.
Bradford,
Aye.
Morrison,
Aye.
Wade,
Aye.
Chair Casilius.
Aye. Mr. Bradford, you have our last item of business, Kane Storage, please.
I move that this commission receive and file the application of Kane Storage LLC for the proposed re-subdivision of property located at 2310 Bridge Street. I further move that the requested approval be given in compliance with all other applicable provisions of the Paducah subdivision ordinance be waived.
Second.
Second by Wade.
Please note that the site plan in your packets, he's brought the corrected site plan.
All right, we've made the changes that the city had.
Right. Thanks for
Basically, what we're
requesting.
doing is creating a lot, Track B. During a title search, there's a smaller parcel in here that had title issues. So we're separating that out, not to encumber the larger tract where the storage units are going to go.
And can I assume that the water in the private stormwater management facility will retain water that's actually going to go into that City of Paducah public drainage easement?
That's right, yeah, the stormwater management facility is in that area that's shown,
Right.
and then the outlet is just above the inlet of that larger pipe.
Right. Do you have any idea how much of this area will be solid surface? I mean, that'll be paved?
My understanding now, this will be storage units, he has the option of keeping it gravel around there. We designed the stormwater as if it was paved. I think proposed buildings are 18,000 square feet, in 4 buildings. He's looking to do it in phases.
In segments?
But I don't have the exact number of the,
Okay. Well, that's good that you did design it for
yeah,
impervious surfaces.
gives him the option and.
Yeah, good. With any other comments? Call the roll, please.
Bradford,
Aye.
Morrison,
Aye.
Wade,
Aye.
Chair Basilius.
Aye. That is all of the items of business that we have on our agenda tonight. We do have the option to discuss some parking requirements tonight, and you've been given the information again that we've talked about. Basically, what we did at a meeting was we made a comparison, but we requested some more information. That information has been provided to you in your staff report. And I think the two things that we were interested in, the first thing was whether there had been any businesses that had decided not to locate in Paducah because of the parking requirement. That answer was no, not directly. Of course, we don't know. I don't know if someone, I don't know if there have been businesses that has been a contributing factor to their decision. The other had to do with compact car spaces. I'm sure we're talking about width, 9-foot wide instead of 10-foot wide spaces. And you have the information here about how many, what percentage of compact car spaces are allowed in several communities across the country. I think the closest one to here is Ashland, Kentucky. But anyway, this does give us some information as far as how changing this ordinance or updating this ordinance could affect what's going on in our community. I know that we had some input before and some discussion, and I did not know if you wanted to go ahead and have some more discussion tonight, if you want to, if there are more questions, more information that you feel like we need. If you do, let's go ahead and ask, because I know that since our parking requirements have really not been looked at for 25 years, it is one of the things that we're certainly going to be considering as we do the comprehensive plan and as we consider looking at the ordinance and what we need to do. So, questions, comments, anything you'd like to ask tonight, to discuss tonight?
I was pretty comfortable with the discussion we had last time, and
Okay.
felt like, our questions have been answered, and can't think of anything else that, other than moving forward with it.
I was going to say, would you like for us to move forward with a text amendment based on your previous discussions?
If you're asking me directly, yes.
I was going
I'm
to ask
asking
what
all
would
of
be
you.
the appropriate next step.
Next step.
Right.
Next step would be you all would put together.
Right,
Be
we
to
would
put
put
something
together some
together.
sort of text amendment for you guys to consider, discuss, change, however you feel comfortable, and work through that process.
That sounds, is there consensus? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Yes? Mr.
And I would
Wade?
feel comfortable in including provision for compact cars. I like, some of the things is up to a certain percentage once, and a certain amount threshold is reached.
Right.
But can we also include a review of this?
Oh, we
Not
will.
every 25 years, but every
Right.
time we,
Well, that's certainly the
approach
goal
this.
that we're trying to come
Yeah,
up with now,
I thought so.
is a more ongoing review as
Right.
opposed to something.
yeah.
Yeah, and we had two of the members that aren't here tonight that were here before, and we got input from them too, so I
Okay.
feel like, to go ahead and put this package together, they're pretty much on board with it.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
good,
Please do that.
We'll do
then.
that.
And
Thank
we
you.
will consider that at our next meeting.
great.
Good.
Is there any other business to come before the commission tonight? Then we stand adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you all.